So we're down here where we drug my dead cow at, and I got a couple buddies. I got John here, and then you can kind of see the blue over there in the sagebrush. I got Marshall. Marshall's an excellent trapper, just kind of teaching John a thing or two how to set coyote sets. But we're gonna scatter around this whole area and put a bunch of traps out. We got one over there by that cinder block, got a piss post there already, but we're just gonna really look around this area and really scatter these traps out instead of having them close by like I did. I got a fence line there so the cows can't come in here, but the coyotes are still working this area pretty hard, and we're gonna put some snares out and some piss posts and maybe some dirt holes, just kind of everything, get them surrounded. So we'll get some sets put in the ground, and I'll let you guys know what we put out. So we got 5 traps in the ground right now. We're working on number 6 and 7. We got an intersection that comes through here on this bank. I got a T-bone there that I'm going to lure up, but Marshall's working on a piss post here. Do you want to say some things about it, Marshall?
Yeah, it's just a good spot. We've got a couple major paths intersecting, a couple spots where they had peed and scraped. It just kind of made sense to put one here. It takes very little effort. I don't even need to rebait it. I don't need to put lure on it. The dog sniffed it, confirmed that it's a spot where the coyotes pee. So I just kind of set it right. It also ends up being right smack dab in the middle of the trail. So it's a walk through and it's a pee post set right next to Payson's T-bone. It just kind of makes sense to put it here. And we're trapping on a location where we're, what, 80 yards from the cow carcass you found the other week. And it's just at a good distance. If we look at all the sign of everything leading, it's a great spot to like overset. You know, if you have a good spot, if it's good enough to put one set, it's good enough to put 2 or 3. I'm a big fan of double setting. I mean, you're just maximizing your opportunity. That's what we're doing. Just kind of in this one little area, we've got, how many traps did we set? 7, you said?
Yeah, this would be 7. Then we got 1 snare and then 1 little weasel trap.
How many different types of traps do we have? We have, I have a walk-through set. Actually, this is the same set.
Yeah, we're basically just doing a couple blind sets and kind of finding out where the piss posts are. But we got 1 dirt hole over there. But other than that, it's just mostly blind. And
well, because with the cow, all of the lure and the bait's already here. Like, they're coming forward. And personally, I don't love setting traps right on carcasses. You're always going to catch. So it's hard to not do it, but if you can train yourself not to do it, and you hang back 100 yards, 200 yards, 80 yards, they're all coming to it. So I think we can maximize more fur hanging back than we can just catching the 1 coyote between the cow's legs. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a hot spot. And with the snowfall, we know exactly where our dogs and our cats are moving. Even found some weasel tracks. So yeah, it's kind of what we're doing.
Yeah, so we might put 1 cat set over on that pile of logs there, just if anything's coming to check it out. But we might put a few more if we find some more locations. But other than that, this is kind of what we got set up. I might do a walk around and show you guys what kind of traps we got out. But other than that, this is what we got. Here's the 1 weasel set Marshall put in. He just caught their tracks coming right along here. Just a little 110 right in front of the hole. But I'll try to zoom in on it. Right underneath that kind of cliff face there, I have a walkthrough set where it goes around those logs. You can kind of see that stump there. I just put a little bit of urine on that thing, and just to slow them down. It's just a highway right along this bank here. So, and then right on the, just directly above it on the trail, it goes right through there, I got a snare. But I'll walk over there and show you the set Marshall put out. So here's Marshall's walkthrough set that he put out. Before he came over here, there was kickback marks where they're marking and everything. So he just added some more urine straight to that breast pile, anchored off to it, and they're just traveling right through here straight to that carcass. So, I mean, he said it looked like a couple of dogs working right here as the other ones are traveling over through there. So it could be some young dogs, who knows. But when you work at a distance out here, like Marshall was saying, you have a better chance of getting those mature dogs. We were really scouting out the area. I mean, that's what I learned, obviously, from the last time I tried to trap around these cows. But yeah, I'll make my way over here and kind of show you guys what we got set up over there too. So here's one of the sets I got in. This is the only dirt hole we put out. I just put just a tiny bit of bait in there, obviously because the bait's right there. But put some urine and some lure in there. When I put the set here, there was already some kickback marks where they were marking right here. There was a big piss puddle. But Marshall was saying, had a really good point, that we should put a cat trap right at the base of that log right up there. Because if they're walking up here, if there's any coyotes or whatever, I doubt bobcat's going to come in here as the coyotes are here. But if they're wanting to check out that cow, they're going to walk right up these logs and slowly kind of creep around them, just to kind of stay above everything if they're after something. But yeah, we're just going to probably just chop out some of that bark and put a trap right at the end of that log. But I got one more set up here that I put out. It was the first piss post that we found that they marked on. They were marking right on this cinder block here. So I just anchored off to that tree there and put a kind of a walk-through piss post. But that's the closest thing we got to this carcass. It's kind of on the upwind side, but if they're coming in from that way just to check it out or coming out of these fields, that's probably going to be one of the first places they come through, unless they're drawn through everything over here. So John and Marshall are over the end of the bank there, putting through another walk-through set through some logs there. So I'll make my way over there and check that out. But yeah, we're gonna set a cat set over here for sure. So here's the walk-through set that we got down that John's working on. First trap he's ever put out. So Marshall's kind of walking him through it and show him the ropes, I guess.
Yeah, basic stuff like texture on your footing. Not so much right where your trap is set, but the outer rim, right? So let's say we dig a hole that's a little bigger than what we need to set that trap. We need to put the base dirt back in and really pack it in, pound it in there so it just feels like the rest of the subsoil around us. The only spot that should be softer is right where the pad is, right where the pan is, sorry.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put this cat set in. Just gonna put it right on the log. I'm not even gonna hide it or nothing. I'm just gonna chop down a little bit and make a kind of a flat spot just for this set or this trap can lay in. But it's nothing fancy, really. Literally just like that. If that cat walks up this log just to check things out, he's gonna step right on that. I might take some grass or some more bark in there just to kind of hide it just a little bit, but if he comes up here just step in there, he's probably gonna jump down right here, so I bet he steps right on it. So there's a little close-up of it just to show you. I mean, all it is an experiment just to see, because cats are curious, but we're just gonna try it. They can come right through here and jump off or into here, but that's all it is. Just a blind set, that's all. But we'll just see. I bet we get some coyotes caught here now. We've got no cows coming in here, nothing else. But I'm gonna try it for sure. I got one coyote all the way down there. That's where we drug the cow from. Got one coyote set all the way down there. It just if something comes through there. I mean, I'll probably end up pulling it, but you never know. That might be the best spot to catch. But yeah, this is what we got. Now we're gonna go check some other coyote sets at that new location. So maybe we got a bobcat or something. Who knows?
Oh, birdie men not on the lone prairie. These words came low and mournfully from the pallid lips, oh, youth who lay on his dying bed at the close of day. It matters not, I have been told, where the body lies when the heart goes is cold. But grant a gran this wish to me, well, bury me not